do. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Matticus Valentin Kole. Happy Saturday. What? When? Who? Where? Here. I'm a little giddy. Why? Because now it's the weekend. Now it's time to have fun. Now we're going to do this and have a little bit of sassafras and a little bit of sass. It's going to be wondrous. Okay, guys. Earlier in the week, I asked folks to submit questions for today's Q&A, and I got 2 people wanting to respond. And so, without too much ado, let's get on to it, because it's going to be fun. Okay? First question came from my friend Lavonda, who she also wanted me to give a shout out to Wakanda. Okay? Wakanda. Right on. And she asked, Matt, do you like tulips? Yes. Because kissing would be awkward if you had 3 lips. Oh! Ooh, Lavonda, I'm sorry for the painful joke. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Clear. Okay, we're back. Okay, tulips are a beautiful flower. True enough, and there is something to be said for them. Personally, I like dragon lilies, and because I love my mama, her favorite flower was hibiscus, and I have since grown a fondness for hibiscus. I do like a classic rose, although I am more partial to the colors other than red. I do like white roses, and I like it when people get white roses and mix them with colors, you know, like putting in food coloring and putting blue and green and yellow veins and stuff like that in them. It's fun. Alright, but definitely dragon lilies and hibiscus. Excuse me. Oh my god. How rude. Are definitely my favorite flowers, but I also like whatever I have a flower arrangement. I like lots of edelweiss in that, you know, baby's breath, angel's breath, things like that. Breath. It's all good. Okay? Good question. Okay, the rest of the questions come from my dear, sweet, lovely friend Erica at Phoenix Poetry 28. You can find her on Instagram. She posts lovely selfies, incredible poetry. She's quite a photographer. Her landscapes are very beautiful and sublime. Definitely check her out. Hey, Erica. Okay. And she asked a buttload of questions. Truly a buttload? I checked my butt. It was full. Anyway, so she asks, first, do you have any strange food combinations that you eat? I just like it, you know, ready, because, you know, this did not come from me waiting. You feel? But, you know, besides, you know, the occasional times when I put chocolate milk on my cereal, I'm actually pretty vanilla when it comes to my diet. Okay? But I do like trying new things, like mixing Alfredo sauce with marinara sauce whenever I make pasta. And I like feta cheese on my pizza. But one thing that I do that I find that most people don't do is whenever I make a cheeseburger, okay, I like to do things like I use 1 tablespoon of Greek salad dressing, mixing it in with the ground beef, and you can do this with ground turkey. And I find that it really does make a nice, subtle, and yet distinctive flavor in the meat. It's fantastic. Vegetarians do not know of which I speak. I also use spinach as opposed to lettuce. Not only is it healthier in my opinion, but it makes it more crunchy and it's very satisfying. Okay. And I also like to use light ranch dressing as opposed to mayo or Miracle Whip or something like that in there. And that combination of all of that, it's a flavor explosion that I just adore. Mwah. Okay, good question. Moving on to the next. Have you ever been addicted to a game? Which one? Is Laugh a Game? Pretty addicted to that. But I think with most people, we all had childhood games that we were addicted to. When I was a small Matticus, I like stuff like GoldenEye, which is a first-person shooter for the Nintendo 64. Loved that game. I also was a big fan of Tetris and things like that. Right now, the games I'm kind of hooked on are the ones on my phone. I like Puzzles and Dragons. Puzzles and Dragons. It's really fun. And I also like Bejeweled. I'm a big fan of the Bejeweled series. There's a lot of match 3 kind of crystalline themed games, but Bejeweled is, in my opinion, the best one, and it's fun. Fun. Okay? Good question. I wonder what your favorite games are that you're addicted to. Put them in the comments below. Let's see. Next, we come to number 3. When it comes to toilet paper rolls, under or over? Really? Okay. Well, whenever I'm sitting down to do my business, typically 99.9% of the time, because I have to keep wrestling with that first initial glued on square on a fresh roll of toilet paper, whenever I do that, it always ends up being over, right? But I actually did research on this. Does the research exist? Yes, it does. To my shock. And according to CNET.com, it says that 70% of people choose over. However, engineers state that having it under is more practical for parents with small children and cat owners, since it makes it harder for them to unroll the whole thing. On the other hand, better parenting and buying a dog would accomplish the same thing. Just saying. And the last question that I've got, which I have to admit, this one kind of surprised me. Twix. Twix. Left or right? Let's end this debate. I don't know what saddens me or surprises me more, that this is actually a heated debate, or that grant research money was spent on researching toilet paper habits. Money went to this, and scientists went, we must discover. Left or right? Isn't that the eternal question? Left or right? This is my left. This is my right. I've had Twix many of time, and I've never once said, this cookie covered in caramel and chocolate is somehow tasting better, or has a different consistency, or feels like it's been blessed by Jesus and given a shout out by Elvis, more so than the other. It's so odd, because when I was thinking about this question, I mean, it's a cookie covered in caramel and chocolate, and this is heated debate? Really? Really? As far as I know, as far as I can tell, the only thing difference between the left and the right are the labels. And I'm thinking, what else could possibly be like this debate, where labels are really the only thing that makes one thing different than the other. Could it be? What is it? I'm drawing a blank. Erica, I really don't have an answer for you. Being a person of size, I tend to enjoy all of my caramel and chocolate covered treats equally. I try not to show favoritism to my treats. I just like to put them in my belly. But I say that if you've got a preference, just remember that if you somehow find a hatred for the other cookie, you bought that other cookie too. Don't waste it. Share it. Share the cookie. Happiness will ensue. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, guys, believe it or not, this is the end. We've covered every bit of topic. I'm going to do another I don't know. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I don't know. Maybe I'll take grammar lessons because apparently I can't talk. But if you have any other questions that you want to ask, put them in the comments below or shoot me a DM in Instagram. I'm happy to answer them. We'll see you guys next week, perhaps with some poetry, perhaps with some social commentary, perhaps with me just staring at the screen going, it's a toss, all right? But in the meantime, in the between time, my lovelies, keep the shadows at your feet and forever out of your heart. I loves you. Oh, I appreciate you. Laters.